Well, once again, good morning, if it happens to be morning for you. Start another week out with a thought. This one's going to be kind of interesting to put together. I was reading a book titled Ecclesiastes, and here's the quote. If the iron is blunt and one does not whet the edge, then more strength must be exerted. Probably clear as mud. Okay? What they're talking about in this book, when they talk about iron, is swords. And when you whet the edge, W-H-E-T, that's sharpen it. So basically what it's saying is, if you don't have a sharp knife, you have to work a lot harder. What does that mean to us? Stephen Covey explained it in his book, The 7 Characteristics of Highly Successful People. And one of the steps is sharpen your saw. Sharpen the saw. And what that means is you constantly try to improve your knowledge so that you can deal with the situations in life from your family, from your physical self, from your business if you're in a business, from your friends and all of that. You've got to constantly be trying to figure ways to get better. Okay? And that's what life is all about. The interesting thing about this is Stephen Covey took this 7 habits, sharpen your saw, always keep it sharpened. He wrote that maybe not even 10 or 15 years ago. All right? And you maybe have heard the story that Zig Ziglar likes to tell about the two lumberjacks. And they're going to have a contest. One's a little guy and one's a great big guy. And they get going, and the big guy's just chopping wood like crazy and felling trees. And the other guy, every hour, he stops. And then he comes back, and he ended up beating the big guy because when this little guy stopped, he was sharpening his axe, sharpening the saw. And that's what we're supposed to do in life. The interesting thing about if the iron is blunt and one does not whet the edge, then more strength must be exerted. If you're working with dull tools, you got to work harder. If you're not working with new tools, that was written thousands of years ago. Ecclesiastes is one of the books of the Old Testament of the Bible. So it's such a solid philosophical principle that people are still trying to do it today. So sharpen your saw, a little bit at a time, a little bit every day, and you won't have to work as hard as you're working now, but you get what you want and even more because you're going to be a whole lot smarter. So that's the message. That's the week. That's the day. If you keep doing this stuff, every day will be a Happy New Year. Happy New Year. See ya.